Hi guys, this is Riya Deshwal and you're back on my channel Crux of English, and today we are going to talk about GATE, which stands for Graduate Aptitude Test of Engineering. The thing is about GATE is that it's not well-known fact that GATE is also conducted in humanities, arts and languages. Because of this, a lot of people miss on this opportunity and not a lot of people attempt this paper because they don't know about it. But I am here telling you that GATE has started for the past few years in English as well. We are going to talk about English literature, so let's just focus on that. The code for humanities, it's called XH, and it has 6 different subjects available that you can attempt GATE in. It's conducted every year once. UGC NET is conducted twice, but GATE is conducted only once, and it's conducted by one of the IITs. I am not sure which IIT conducted it in 2023. 2022 it was conducted by Kharagpur. 2021 it was conducted by Bombay. Because I attempted 2022 and I cleared my paper with an All India rank of 184, which I think is all right. So let me tell you what GATE is. Okay, so I have already explained you the GATE. Now the pattern of GATE is a little bit complicated and you have to listen very carefully when I talk to understand. Okay, so the GATE paper is conducted for 3 hours. It's CBT, computer based test. So in 3 hours the paper ends, just like the UGC NET is CBT based. Similarly, GATE is CBT based as well. It has 65 questions which contains 100 marks. Okay, 65 questions and 100 marks. The paper is split into 3 parts. Actually, the paper is split into 2. First is general aptitude and the second is your subject specific. But question wise, the paper is split into 3 parts. The first is MCQ, which is multiple choice questions. The second is MSQ, which is multiple statement questions, and the third is NAT, which is numeric answer type questions. Now MCQs, everyone knows what MCQs are. You have 4 options. You have to check one of them and you get the mark for that. So MCQs are also of 2 types. One are 1 mark each and the second ones are 2 mark each. जो 1 mark each होते हैं उसमें 1/3 की नेगेटिव मार्किंग है. जो 2 mark each है उसमें 2/3 की नेगेटिव मार्किंग है. ओके, MSQs, this is a game changer for any exam because I have sat for a lot of exams. Believe me when I say this, I've sat for a lot of exams, state based and not just teaching. In general, I have given a lot of exams, CDS, and I have given SSC, and I have given banking exams, and I have given a lot of exams, but I have never seen this. This was the first time that I actually saw this MSQs, which is you have to answer more than one. The answer is more than one statement. If there are like 5 options there, the answer would be like 1, 2 or 3, and you have to click all these options. It's not like, क्या होता है अगर MCQs में more than 1 का ऑप्शन होता है तो क्या होगा, नीचे आपके पास ऑप्शंस होंगे A 1, 2 and 3 स्टेटमेंट, देन 1 and 2 and 1, ऐसे ऑप्शंस होते हैं MCQs में. बट MSQs में क्या होगा, आपको वहीं पे ऑप्शंस में मल्टीपल आंसर्स देने होते हैं. देन देर इज़ नैट. नैट में कोई भी ऑप्शंस आपको नहीं मिलते हैं, वो न्यूमेरिकल आंसर टाइप क्वेश्चंस होते हैं. उसमें आपको कोई आंसर नहीं मिलेगा, आपको उसमें आंसर टाइप करना होगा. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल आंसर इज 10.1, देन यू हैव टू राइट 10.1. वहाँ पे आपको कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा. MSQs में NET में कोई नेगेटिव मार्किंग नहीं होती. NET एंड MCQs बोथ आर 1 mark each. ओके, other than that, now let's talk about जनरल एप्टीट्यूड. जनरल एप्टीट्यूड 15 मार्क्स का होगा आपके पेपर में. 15 मार्क्स का होगा. 15 में से 5 क्वेश्चंस होंगे जो 1 mark ईच होंगे और 5 क्वेश्चंस होंगे जो 2 mark ईच होंगे. अब इसमें कोई कम्प्लीटली आपको नहीं बताया जा सकता कि इसमें MCQs आएंगे, MSQs आएंगे या NET आएंगे, बिकॉज NET भी होते हैं. इसमें जो मैथमेटिकल क्वेश्चंस होंगे वो NET के थ्रू होंगे, ना कि आपको MCQs और MSQs मिलेंगे. इसलिए दिस इज़ अ बिट मोर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड आपके लिए, बिकॉज आप ऑनेस्टली आप तुक्के नहीं लगा सकते NETs में, और MSQs में फिर भी लगा सकते हो, बट NETs में आप तुक्के नहीं लगा सकते, आपको आंसर निकालना पड़ेगा। और NETs में आपको कोई पार्शियल मार्किंग नहीं दी जाती है। ऐसा नहीं होगा कि जैसे आपके मैथ्स के पेपर में होता था बचपन में कि स्कूल में कि आपने आधा क्वेश्चन अटैम्प्ट किया है तो आपका आधा आंसर आया तो आपको आंसर के मार्क्स मिलेंगे, ऐसा नहीं होगा। इफ़ द आंसर इज़ 10.1 यू हैव टू राइट 10.1, इवन इफ़ यू राइट 10 तो आपका आंसर गलत हो जाएगा। आफ्टर दैट फॉर XH, which is for humanities, there is 25 questions of 1 mark each and 20 questions of 2 mark each. इसमें जो पार्ट्स हैं वो एक जो इसमें XH में आपको जनरल एप्टीट्यूड में मिलेगा वो आपको मिलेगा रीजनिंग एंड कॉम्प्रिहेंशन। ये कंपलसरी होता है सबके लिए। XH में जो 6 के 6 सब्जेक्ट्स हैं सब में आपको यही मिलेगा, रीजनिंग एंड कॉम्प्रिहेंशन। कॉम्प्रिहेंशन वुड बी इंग्लिश एंड रीजनिंग में आपको डिफरेंट टाइप की स्टफ मिलेगा। कुड बी न्यूमेरिकल्स, इट कुड बी verbal reasoning, non-verbal reasoning, or there could be images and you have to understand that. So you have to study for general aptitude if this is something that is your weak point. Okay, for this I studied this book for general aptitude. It's by JKP Publications. You can just search on Amazon. If you would search JKP General Aptitude GATE, then you would find the book, and I would suggest you get the latest edition. This is 2022 edition. I would suggest you get the 2023 or 2024 edition because I think the GATE for 2023 has been conducted already. So get 2024 edition. And after that, for English literature, there would be 40 questions of 60 marks. जिसमें 20 questions would be 1 mark each and 20 questions would be 2 mark each. There would be MSQs and MCQs, both type of questions. Now for English literature, this is something that you have to understand that UGC NET is more objective. It's more based on your factual knowledge. It's more based on your ratification. How, you know, there would be ears and there would be writers and there would be like a matching of chronological orders and there would be stuff like that. But in GATE, the paper is more subjective. If you have actual English literature knowledge, if you have actually studied books, deep knowledge, then only you can attempt this paper and get a good mark. Because the thing is with this paper, if you have subjective knowledge, like for example there was a question in my paper about structuralism, and the question was which of these points in structuralism are relevant, and there were like 5 options and it was an MSQ and I had to choose multiple options. Okay, so जब आपको multiple options pick करने थे तो आपको पता होना चाहिए everything about structuralism. You have to know every point about structuralism and you have to know if this is something that was available in structuralism or not. Is this is something that structuralism stands for or not? Is this is an example of structuralism? So आपको बहुत deep knowledge होनी चाहिए subjects की. इसके बाद क्या होगा, जैसे UGC NET है. If UGC NET asks a question, if there is a question on structuralism, I think the question would be about a certain concept. Okay, there would be something about, let's say they asked a question about center. Okay, but comparatively when you came to GATE, the structuralism was asked more as an elaborate concept rather than a particular question. So you have to clear your concepts if you want to clear GATE. For that I would suggest to study for, like, you know, everything stays the same. आपको same books पढ़नी है, वही जो आपको UGC NET के लिए पढ़नी है, which is a book list. I just made a video on and you can go watch that. For English literature, just study that particular book list for GATE as well. But what I would suggest is for history, focus more on the subjective stuff. Focus more on the concepts and how the patterns emerged in the whole history of English literature, rather than just focusing on the years and writers and which writer appeared in which year and how the next writer appeared. I would suggest to study patterns more. I would suggest that, you know, you should know that this came and then this pattern came and then this pattern came, and there was this whole events that occurred आपको सब कुछ पता होना चाहिए उस पर्टिकुलर एज के बारे में, rather than just years and writers, okay, which is more important when it comes to GATE than UGC NET, okay. Other than that, you have to study the same books that you study for UGC NET. There is no difference there. For history, I would suggest if you are studying a book, focus on David Deutsch's more if you are focusing on GATE rather than William J. Long. And a personal opinion, GATE is easier. GATE is comparatively easier than UGC NET, and so it gives you a good opportunity so that you can score well and you can go for the institutes that you want without giving your entrances, because it's a national level eligibility test, and not a lot of people today in India are giving GATE in humanities, so it gives you an opportunity to score more, to get a higher rank with even a less score and qualify the paper, okay. It's comparatively a little easier, so it'd be easier for you to do, okay. But I would highly suggest go for general aptitude hard, okay. These 15 questions are very scoring, specifically the MSQs and NAT. Don't skip those, okay, don't skip those. Try to attempt them in different questions in your books and stuff, so that you can be prepared for it, because there is no negative marking there. You can attempt as many questions as you want, but if it comes to MCQs, there's negative marking and there's something to lose there, which is again a difference from UGC NET, because there is no negative marking there. You can attempt the entire paper. In GATE you cannot attempt the entire paper because there is negative marking. You have to keep that in mind, and you have to understand that अगर मेरा question गलत हो गया तो मुझको negative marking मिलेगी, which could hamper your rank or even qualifying your paper by a 0.5 or something. So that was it about the pattern for GATE, and I would suggest, if you are preparing for UGC NET, definitely give GATE. And again, आपके लिए एक बहुत बड़ा फ़ायदा है कि GATE आप ग्रेजुएशन के बाद भी दे सकते हैं. So अगर आप सिर्फ ग्रेजुएट हैं तो आप तब भी GATE दे सकते हैं, तो आप MA की ज़रूरत नहीं होती, विच इज़ अ गिवन फॉर UGC NET. यू हैव टू बी इन योर सेकेंड ईयर इफ़ यू आर अपेयरिंग फॉर UGC NET, but for GATE that's not compulsory, so it gives you an upper hand. Go for it, and I am sure you can do it. Please like, subscribe and share. I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching.